circle to represent the information, then this graph is called as circle graph. Another name of circle graph is a pie chart. Okay, so in today's session we are going to learn how to draw a pie chart. Now the circle shows or circle graph shows the relationship between the part and whole. Circle is divided in parts of sectors. So each of that part is called as sector, and width of that sector is depend on or it is proportional to the information it represents. Okay, we have learned this all concept in our live session. Okay, so let us start exercise 5.2. In exercise 5.2, there is one example of drawing a pie chart. So let us start with that example. First, the numbers of students in a hostel speaking different languages is given below. Display the data in pie chart. Here the information is given us and we have to represent this information in pie chart. So with the help of this information, we are going to draw a pie chart. What this information says? Total student, total means for total number of students. So there are 72 students in a hostel. Okay. So 40 students. Out of 72 students, 40 students speaks the language in Hindi. 12 students speaks the language English. 9 students speak the language Marathi. 7 students speaks Tamil and 4 students speaks Bengali language. Total number of students are 72. So as you know that for this we have to make one table. So first column is language, second one is number of students, third one is we have to find out fractions, and after that central angle. All of you know that the angle of center of the circle is 360 degree or total measure of the circle is 360 degree. Okay, so we have to find out fraction and central angle. So do you remember how to find fraction? We have learned this in our live session. Okay, yes, number of the entry upon total. How can we find fraction? This number upon total. Since out of 72 students, 40 students speaks Hindi. So how can we write this in the form of fraction? 40 divided by 72. Now what is 40 divided by 72? Yes, it is 5 upon 9. Okay, 12. 12 divided by 72. 12 divided by 72, it will be 12 6 are 72. That is 1 upon 6. 9 divided by 72, 1 upon 8. 9 8s are 72. 7 divided by 72. Now there is no common number between them. Why? Since 7 is odd number and 72 is even number. 7 is odd and 72 is even. So there is no common number between them. Okay. So fraction of 7 upon 72 is same as 7 upon 72. Correct? Next one is 4 upon 72. So 4 upon 72 is 1 upon 18. Since 18 fours are 70. So here we find out the fractions. Now we have to find central angle. As you know that central angle of the circle is 360 degree. So how can we find it? Just multiply this fraction with 360 degree. We have to convert this fraction into form of degree. Okay? We have to convert this all fraction in the form of or in the measure of degree measure. So for this we have to just multiply each fraction with 360 degree. 5 upon 9 into 360 degree. So for this we get degree measure for this fraction. Okay. So 5 upon 9, 360 degree. Here 9 fours are 36. That is 40 and 5 into 40. That is 200 degree. Right. Now 1 upon 6 into 360 degree. That is 6 are 36 and this is 0. So 1 into 60 is 60 degree. Okay. After that 1 upon 8 into 360. We have to convert each fraction in the form of degree. So for that we have to multiply every fraction with 360 degree. Okay. So 1 upon 8 into 360 degree. So it will be 45 degree. You calculate again. 45 degree. 7 upon 72 into 360 degree. So now tell me what is the answer of it? 7 upon 72 into 360 degree. So after calculating we get here 35 degree. And last one is what? 1 upon 80 into 360 degree. 1 upon 80 into 360 degree. 8 2s are 36. So we get this answer is 20 degree. So in this way here we find the central angle. Okay. So now with this help of this information we have to draw a pie chart. Now what is the first step of that pie chart? We have to draw a circle of any radius. Okay. As your choice, draw any circle of any radius. Okay. So I have already drawn here circle. Now we have to put all this information in degree form with the help of this circle. Okay. So first, everyone, just make the circle is dark. Center of the circle is dark here, and draw any radius which help us to represent the data. Okay. So now everyone use this angle protractor, and with the angle protractor measure the angle. So first we have to measure the angle 200 degree. Okay. So put center of this protractor at the center of the angle and measure the angle 200 degree. So 0, 10, 20, 40, here is 90, 100. After that we have to measure 200 degree. So here we get the angle is 180 degree. After that we have to measure again 20 degree. Okay. So up to this we get the angle is 180 degree. So I mark here 180 degree. As you know that 180 degree is what? Exactly half of the circle. Again we have to measure from this radius 20 degree. Okay, we have to measure from this 20 degree. Okay, so here we get 180 degree. After that 10, 20. So here it completes 200 degree. Okay. So take a scale and draw the line here of 200 degree. Okay. So now this picture is, this total angle is about 200 degree, and it represents Hindi. Okay. Number of students speaks Hindi. Okay. After that 60 degree. Again take a protractor and measure the angle 60 degree from this radius. Okay. 60 degree. Measure the angle 60 degree. So here we get the angle is 60 degree. Now join these 2 points. So this measure is 60 degree, and it represents number of students which speaks English language. Okay. After that 45 degree, Marathi 45 degree. Measure the angle 45 degree here. Again draw a line 45 degree. Number of students it speaks Marathi. After that 35 degree. From this line measure angle 35 degree. exactly 20 degree. Okay, that means our pie chart is correct. So this is for Bengali language. So this is our pie chart. This graph is known as pie chart. So it is very easy to construct a pie chart. Have you understood how to construct? Here, measurement of central angle is very important. Okay. So with the help of this information, we have drawn here a pie chart. Have you understood, students? Okay. Now we are going to solve one more examples of exercise 5.2. Okay. So now we are going to solve remaining examples of exercise 5.2. So first one is what? A survey was made to find the type of music that a certain group of young people liked a city. So here survey of music is given. Adjoining pie chart shows the finding of this survey. So they given us one pie chart, and from this pie chart we have to answer the following question. Okay, so our first question is what? If 20 people liked classical music, how many young people were surveyed? Okay, so now look at here, 10% represent 100 people, right? 10% represent 100 people. So 20% represent 20 divided by 100 into 10, that is 200 people. So 200 people were surveyed. Second question, which type of music is liked by the maximum number of people? So now look at the pie chart here. What is your observation? Yes, look at here. 40% people like the light music. Okay, so what will be our answer? Since 40% of the total people survey like light music and no other from song liked more than that, so we can conclude that light music is liked by maximum number of people. Okay, so it is our observation from pie chart. What is our third question? If a cassette company were to make 100 CDs, how many of each type would they make? Okay, now we have to find number of CDs for each of this type. So CDs of classical music, 10 divided by 1000 into 100, that is 100. Okay, since company were to make 1000 CDs, that means total number of CDs is equal to 1000. So CDs of semi-classical music, now there are 20%, semi-classical 20%. So how can we calculate this? 20 divided by 1000 into 100. Okay, or 20 divided by 100, 20%. We have to find 20% of the 1000. We have to find 20% of the 1000. So how can we calculate? 20 divided by 100 into 1000. Okay, so here 2 zeros are cancelled and 20 into 10 is 200. So our answer is 200. Like this, 40% people like, that is light music. So CDs of light music is equal to what? 40 divided by 100 into 1000. Since 40% means what? When we write 40%, when the denominator of fraction is 100, then we write 40%. So 40, how can we calculate 40% of 1000? 40 divided by 100 into 1000. CDs of folk music, now 30% people like folk music. So 30 divided by 100 into 1000. So total number of CDs is equal to 300. Okay, so it is very simple question. Have you understood? Yes. Now question number second. A group of 360 people were asked to vote for their favorite season from the year. Season rainy, winter and summer. Okay. Total group of 360 people. That means total is equal to 360 here. Look at here. This is the chart. Season, summer and number of votes. That means 90 people likes summer season. 120 people likes rainy season. And 150 people likes winter season. Okay. So using this information, we have to write answer. First one. Which season got most votes? Which season got the most votes? Yes, the highest vote is for 150. So according to the table in the given question, winter season got the most votes. Since for the winter season, number of votes is equal to 150. It is the highest number. So according to this table, winter season got the most votes. What is our second question? Find the central angle of each sector. We have to find central angle for every sector. Now we have to know that how can we calculate center angle. First we have to make the total for this. So 90 plus 120 plus 150. So 90 plus 120 plus 150 is 360. Correct? So center angle for summer season is equal to what? 90 divided by 360, that is total, into multiply with 360. That is whenever we have to calculate the center angle, we have to multiply that fraction with 360. Right? So how can we calculate the fraction? That number divided by total. And here we get total of these 3 is equal to 360. So how can we calculate center angle for the summer season? 90 divided by 360 into 360. Why here we multiply with 360? Since measure of central angle is 360. So whenever we want to calculate center angle, just multiply that fraction with 360. Okay students? Understood? Okay. Now central angle of rainy season. For rainy season, there are 120 number of votes. So how can we calculate? 120 divided by total. 120 divided by total, that is 360 into 360, because center angle is 360 degree. So we get the answer 120 degree. Okay. Center angle for winter season, that is 150 divided by 360 into 360. So third one, draw a pie chart. We have to draw the pie chart, since here we find 90 degree, 120 degree and 150 degree. So how can we draw a pie chart? First we draw one circle, and after that we, using the protractor, we measure the angle 90 degree, 120 degree and 150 degree. So here is the pie chart for this. Correct? So you have to draw this pie chart in your notebook. Okay students, understood? This one is very simple example. Now third one, draw a pie chart showing the following information. The table shows the colors preferred by a group of people. Now we have to draw only a pie chart. Here the chart is given us colors and number of people. So the colors are blue and the number of people 18. That is 18 people likes blue color. Okay. 9 people likes green color. 6 people like red color. And 3 people likes yellow color. Total number of people is equal to 36. So first we have to make a table. Colors, number of people, after that fraction, and after that center angle. Okay. So here we make this table. Fraction, how can we calculate fraction? For blue color, number of people is 18. So 18 divided by total is 36. 18 divided by 36 is half. Now we have to find center angle. So how can we find center angle? Just multiply this fraction with 360 degree. So we get the angle is 180 degree. After that, for green color, number of people is 9. So 9 divided by total, that is 36, which is 1 by 4. And when we multiply 1 by 4 with 360 degree, we get the angle is 90 degree. So in this way, we find the angle for red color and the angle for also 30. That means yellow color. So here we find all the central angles for all the colors. So then we can easily draw a pie chart. As you know that how to draw a pie chart, so you can able to draw this pie chart. Okay. So this one is the pie chart for this. So just you refer this example and solve this example in your notebook. Okay. Now there is one more example. The adjoint pie chart gives the marks scored in an examination by a student in Hindi, English, mathematics, social science and science. If the total marks obtained by the students were 540, answer the following questions. Now here remember the total is given as 540 and you have to answer the following question. Okay, here the pie chart is given. Scored 65%, that means 65% students scored in social science. So here the table, we make the table for this, just we have to calculate. Our first question is, in which subject did the student score 105 marks? In which